as I've been more interested in the ethnos of nations, I've come to realize that I think the Anglos and the dissenter um, ethnos of the Scots and things like that are, ultimately a merchant people. They view the world in, like, I guess in some ways like economic terms, but in most ways, like you said, Benthamite terms. They're viewed in utilitarian terms. I think that's the ethnos of those people. And for whatever reason, right, there was conflicting views of the world in North America. But for whatever reason, I believe the Anglo merchant view is still, it was made supreme, and is still supreme there. I think you're right. I think that philosophers tend to, especially continental philosophers, tend to just dismiss things like utilitarianism as it doesn't even fit into their conceptual framework. But I think the threat of utilitarianism, and to be in all honesty, the convenience and power of utilitarianism as a worldview is incredibly powerful, and I think you can see its influence all the way from, like you said, the assumption in the early 20th century that we're going to be able to predict economic historical outcomes, and this has its has its fruits in the attempts at planned economies. Whether or not you have the information to conduct a planned economy, there is the assumption that these gaps will be filled and we'll be able to fulfill this. So that's all things in Sovietism. But you also see a weird offshoot of that as well in modern neoliberalism, which is demonstrated in the modern state, particularly in the UK, where we have these policies of nudge politics, where it's all about behaviorism and getting people to generally adhere to certain things. I mean, anyone who's lived through the last 3 or so years, I think that's laid pretty bare. But I think one of the great the faults of utilitarianism, despite all of that, is it assumes, I think you alluded to this, it assumes that you're going to escape metaphysics. It assumes that it is objective and is looking without a metaphysical outlook. But ultimately, whatever thing you are deontologically attaching utilitarian value to becomes your metaphysics.